that you wanna be Canadian, please. Even if in winter things tend to freeze, we got the world monopoly on trees, and our country's bordered by 3 different seas.
Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please. We invented the zipper, we got expertise. We made insulin to combat disease. Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please.
Britain got the monarchy, the US has the money, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The French have got the wine and cheese, koalas chew with the Aussies, but I know that you wanna be Canadian.
Et si ce n'était pas assez, on a 2 langues officielles, l'anglais et le français. Ooh la la.
Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please. Where else do you find mounted police or go to the hospital and not pay fees? I know that you wanna be Canadian, please.
And when freshwater's in high demand, we got the world's largest supply on hand. So you know that we can make a pretty good friend, but it's even better if you can.
Britain got the monarchy, the US has the money, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The French have got the wine and cheese, koalas chew with the Aussies, but I know that you wanna be Canadian.
So you're thinking to yourself, how do I live in this beautiful country? Well, I've got some steps for you to follow.
Step 1, lose the gun. Step 2, buy a canoe. Step 3, live multiculturally. Step 4, you ready? There is no more. We got beavers, caribou, and moose. We got buffalo, bears, and Canadian goose. And we're sorry about Celine Dion, but she did do that good song for James Cameron. Cameron.
Britain got the monarchy, the US has the money, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The French have got the wine and cheese, koalas chew with the Aussies, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The Greeks all chill with Socrates, can build a wall like the Chinese, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. In Kenya they have safaris with mixed lots of other countries, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please. Even if in winter things tend to freeze, we got the world monopoly on trees, and our country's bordered by 3 different seas.
Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please. We invented the zipper, we got expertise. We made insulin to combat disease. Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please.
Britain got the monarchy, the US has the money, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The French have got the wine and cheese, koalas chew with the Aussies, but I know that you wanna be Canadian.
Et si ce n'était pas assez, on a 2 langues officielles, l'anglais et le français. Ooh la la.
Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please. Where else do you find mounted police or go to the hospital and not pay fees? I know that you wanna be Canadian, please.
And when freshwater's in high demand, we got the world's largest supply on hand. So you know that we can make a pretty good friend, but it's even better if you can.
Britain got the monarchy, the US has the money, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The French have got the wine and cheese, koalas chew with the Aussies, but I know that you wanna be Canadian.
So you're thinking to yourself, how do I live in this beautiful country? Well, I've got some steps for you to follow.
Step 1, lose the gun. Step 2, buy a canoe. Step 3, live multiculturally. Step 4, you ready? There is no more. We got beavers, caribou, and moose. We got buffalo, bears, and Canadian goose. And we're sorry about Celine Dion, but she did do that good song for James Cameron. Cameron.
Britain got the monarchy, the US has the money, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The French have got the wine and cheese, koalas chew with the Aussies, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The Greeks all chill with Socrates, can build a wall like the Chinese, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. Canadian, please. Even if in winter things tend to freeze, we got the world monopoly on trees, and our country's bordered by 3 different seas.
Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please. We invented the zipper, we got expertise. We made insulin to combat disease. Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please.
We took out the monarchy, the U.S. has the money, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The French will get the wine and cheese, koalas chew with the Aussies, but I know that you wanna be Canadian.
Et si ce n'était pas assez, on a 2 langues officielles, l'anglais et le français. Ouh là là.
Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please. Where else do you find mounted police or go to the hospital and not pay fees? I know that you wanna be Canadian, please.
And when fresh water's in high demand, we got the world's largest supply on hand. So you know that we can make a pretty good friend, but it's even better if you can.
We took out the monarchy, the U.S. has the money, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The French will get the wine and cheese, koalas chew with the Aussies, but I know that you wanna be Canadian.
So you're thinking to yourself, how do I live in this beautiful country? Well, I've got some steps for you to follow.
Step 1, lose the gun. Step 2, buy a canoe. Step 3, live multiculturally. Step 4, you ready? There is no more. We got beavers, caribou, and moose. We got buffalo, bears, and Canadian goose. And we're sorry about Celine Dion, but she did do that good song for James Cameron. Cameron.
We took out the monarchy, the U.S. has the money, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The French will get the wine and cheese, koalas chew with the Aussies, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The Greeks all chill with Socrates, can't build a wall like the Chinese, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. In Kenya they have safaris, we miss lots of other countries, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please. Even if in winter things tend to freeze, we got the world monopoly on trees, and our country's bordered by 3 different seas.
Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please. We invented the zipper, we got expertise. We made insulin to combat disease. Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please.
We took out the monarchy, the U.S. has the money, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The French will get the wine and cheese, koalas chew with the Aussies, but I know that you wanna be Canadian.
Et si ce n'était pas assez, on a 2 langues officielles, l'anglais et le français. Ouh là là.
Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please. Where else do you find mounted police or go to the hospital and not pay fees? I know that you wanna be Canadian, please.
And when fresh water's in high demand, we got the world's largest supply on hand. So you know that we can make a pretty good friend, but it's even better if you can.
We took out the monarchy, the U.S. has the money, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The French will get the wine and cheese, koalas chew with the Aussies, but I know that you wanna be Canadian.
So you're thinking to yourself, how do I live in this beautiful country? Well, I've got some steps for you to follow.
Step 1, lose the gun. Step 2, buy a canoe. Step 3, live multiculturally. Step 4, you ready? There is no more. We got beavers, caribou, and moose. We got buffalo, bears, and Canadian goose. And we're sorry about Celine Dion, but she did do that good song for James Cameron. Cameron.
We took out the monarchy, the U.S. has the money, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The French will get the wine and cheese, koalas chew with the Aussies, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The Greeks all chill with Socrates, can't build a wall like the Chinese, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. Canadian, please. Even if in winter things tend to freeze, we got the world monopoly on trees, and our country's bordered by 3 different seas.
Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please. We invented the zipper, we got expertise. We made insulin to combat disease. Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please.
We took out the monarchy, the U.S. has the money, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The French took out the wine and cheese, koalas chew with the Aussies, but I know that you wanna be Canadian.
Et si ce n'était pas assez, on a 2 langues officielles, l'anglais et le français. Ouh là là.
Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please. Where else do you find mounted police or go to the hospital and not pay fees? I know that you wanna be Canadian, please.
And when fresh water's in high demand, we got the world's largest supply on hand. So you know that we can make a pretty good friend, but it's even better if you can.
We took out the monarchy, the U.S. has the money, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The French took out the wine and cheese, koalas chew with the Aussies, but I know that you wanna be Canadian.
So you're thinking to yourself, how do I live in this beautiful country? Well, I've got some steps for you to follow.
Step 1, lose the gun. Step 2, buy a canoe. Step 3, live multiculturally. Step 4, you ready? There is no more. We got beavers, caribou, and moose. We got buffalo bears and Canadian goose. And we're sorry about Celine Dion, but she did do that good song for James Cameron. Cameron.
We took out the monarchy, the U.S. has the money, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The French took out the wine and cheese, koalas chew with the Aussies, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The Greeks all chill with Socrates, can't build a wall like the Chinese, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. In Kenya they have safaris with mixed lots of other countries, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please. Even if in winter things tend to freeze, we got the world monopoly on trees, and our country's bordered by 3 different seas.
Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please. We invented the zipper, we got expertise. We made insulin to combat disease. Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please.
We took out the monarchy, the U.S. has the money, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The French took out the wine and cheese, koalas chew with the Aussies, but I know that you wanna be Canadian.
Et si ce n'était pas assez, on a 2 langues officielles, l'anglais et le français. Ouh là là.
Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please. Where else do you find mounted police or go to the hospital and not pay fees? I know that you wanna be Canadian, please.
And when fresh water's in high demand, we got the world's largest supply on hand. So you know that we can make a pretty good friend, but it's even better if you can.
We took out the monarchy, the U.S. has the money, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The French took out the wine and cheese, koalas chew with the Aussies, but I know that you wanna be Canadian.
So you're thinking to yourself, how do I live in this beautiful country? Well, I've got some steps for you to follow.
Step 1.
Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna let the meme reel occupy you while I try to fix something so I can slouch. Because slouching is clearly a great thing. And thusly, I gotta slouch. Shit. Okay, high definition audio device. I'm gonna say that's what I'm using right now. The high definition audio device. Okay. So if I click the OK. Oh, shit. Okay. Yep, okay. Ah. Shit, I got the right mic, but now it's overpowering the settings that Box did for me. Okay, there you go. I fixed one motherfucking problem. Oh, hi Batman, hi Jen, but you're already up here, and oh, Batman's the only one that said hi. Well, that sucks. Batman.
I don't know how current it is for the meme reel, but if you ever want to update that one, it would be fantastic.
Oh, I'm supposed to update the meme reel. Shit.
You don't have to. Maybe next time. There's
Well-
a couple new ones.
Well, I probably should. I haven't done it in a while. I'll do it soon. Hi, Batman. Red Feather. Yeah, I'll do it later. There we go. Later. Later is an unspecified time. And then someone's could be like, you didn't update it yet. It'll be like, I said later. I didn't say exactly how long.
By next Wednesday.
Don't tell them how long. That gives me a hey credible threat. That deadlines. Okay, hey guy with the red car. I mean mask. Yeah, I'm trying to pay attention to here, Jen, and you're ruining it with your deadlines.
Yeah, I am. They're worthy meme updates. Meme pox and all. And then that thing where there's certain bathroom signs where you question the people who made them. Yeah. I like those memes. They're funny. You know what I'm talking about.
I
Oh
question.
my god, that would be amazing. You know what, guys? If we ever get BG famous, I want people to send her bathroom signs so she can figure out what the sign's supposed to represent with their fingers, you know? Because you told me you could do that. Like,
Yep.
there's certain, like, labels and stuff you can...
But here's the thing, Jen. Businesses have gotten fucking cheap and lazy, okay? So it used to be that in a pinch, I mean, you know, in a pinch, I could run my hand over the sign. And it wouldn't be that hard. Either they had it printed underneath the picture, or at least the picture stood out. But a lot of pictures now are just fucking stickers. Curse you, Walmart, for your shit stickers. Okay? I want real bathroom signs, not fucking stickers. I mean, I have my self-defense mechanism now where I walk in and I go, I hope there's no men in here as I'm walking in. And that way, as I say that, if there is men in there, suddenly they'll go, hey, and I'll be like, ah, ha, ha, I didn't have to not see a penis. I mean, because I wouldn't...
That doesn't make sense to me. Didn't they used to be just, like, plaques that they carved out the sign for?
There used to be, but now a lot of them are plastic. Like,
Yeah.
stickers. I don't know if you've noticed this, but check out the
Yeah.
bathroom door the next time you look at it and see if it's just a flat sticker on the door, or
Yeah,
if...
those hologram ones. Those shit hologram ones.
Yeah,
That you have to replace because they peel.
yeah.
Whereas the wooden ones, like, yeah, you have to replace them, but it's not as frequent. Because they're wood.
Yeah, and, you know, they're cool. You know, hashtag down with shit stickers. I agree.
Down with the shit stickers.
That took me a minute. I'm not even high or drunk, but that took me a minute. But Crumble Threat, I agree. Make that your campaign slogan. I will volunteer for your campaign. Wait.
The big joke on that is I've actually gone into a restroom in a Walmart. I had to go so bad that I virtually ran into the place. Did what I had to do, opened up the stall, walked out and realized, wait a second, there aren't any urinals in here.
Nah.
Oh boy.
I've done that. Except it was more of just walked out and dudes are like, you know this is the guy's room, right? I'm like, relax, I can't see it anyway, bud. And I just keep walking.
You know how France has this reputation for being, like, super poo-poo-shishi? They still have bathrooms at, like, truck stops where you have to squatty potty. It's a drain over a hole, and you stand over it, you squat, you just let loose. And you pay about $1 for toilet paper, but it's $2 if you're pooping. Welcome to France.
Okay then.
Okay,
They
so
have toilets too. It's just that was a surprise. You're welcome.
Wilson, are you protesting about something because you just booped my nose? Yeah, you reached up and booped my nose. Is there a problem with bathroom etiquette that you'd like to tell me about? No?
Meow.
Okay.
Meow, meow.
He does this thing where he like stretches to reach the top of my chair, and then he stretches even farther and go boop and baps my nose when I turn my head to look at him. Yeah, do you want to be a part of this conversation? Are you just letting me know that you're now a female cat, that you identify as a female? That's great news, because now you and Ozzy can do the do together. And you can stop raping things like polar bears and blankets. So, hello, Red Feather 1. Why'd you type out her whole name? That's kind of autistic, isn't it? Or
No,
even.
it's because it'll highlight their name in their chat.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Why am I yawning? Oh yeah, that's right. It's by the way, for most people that. Actually, everybody but Red Feather in the chat is celebrating Queen Victoria Day, I think. Never mind. I was about to say, for anybody that doesn't know, it's a fucking holiday today, but then I realized there's only one American down there and one American up here, and the one up here already heard about it, so... What?
Yeah,
Yeah, for us, our holiday's next Monday, but most people celebrate it all week, and I'll be cursing it all weekend.
Well, we're cheap, so we only do it for one day. Blind girl, we need more Wilson. Oh, Wilson! Hey! You! Come here! Come on, make sounds! I can make you make sounds. Can you make your own sounds? What if I what if I do this? Hey! You! Come on, if I shake you really hard, will you at least say something to your fans?
Hi, Pete.
Hey, Pete. Oh, there's another one for the Queen Victoria Day. What if I flick your nuts? Can I boop you in the nuts and you say something?
Happy Merry Long Weekend there, Pete.
We call it May 2-4 because everybody gets a big 2-4.
Yeah. If you work today. I certainly didn't. Blurred.
Meow.
I worked yesterday, though, so maybe.
Come on, say meow. 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 Mwah. Meow. Say it. Ah, God damn it, you're an asshole. Fine, go.
Kitty wants some tuna. If the kitty wants some tuna, you better start speaking up.
There's too much mercury in tuna for him.
I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
They got tuna flavored cat food.
Okay, is this a new thing, or is Ottawa just allergic to seafood? Okay? So, there was this cloverleaf tuna-sized can of cocktail shrimp. See, you've heard of these things. This is new here. It just started circulating around Ottawa in stores. It was like the first time I'd seen it. I'm like, the fuck is this? Anyways, I opened it yesterday and I realized what a big mistake that was.
Stinky?
Nah, it just tasted terrible. I mean, there were many shrimps. They just didn't taste yummy. And now I'm glad that Ottawa never sold those. Hope y'all well. Oh, we're alive and well, clearly, because you can hear us all talking except for the truck at the moment. Because he's folding pants.
Back. Well, I'm not folding pants yet.
Oh, right. Yeah, they still have to dry and shit.
Yep.
But
I have this image of you shaking your pants like ole ole.
Oh, the funny thing is, imagine me flopping my underwear around.
Ole ole.
extra starch.
Toto.
Right?
Yeah, that happened. Um.
You're welcome.
Okay, so for a Monday stream, I've been hearing a lot of crap today, actually. So, problem is I can't remember anything of what I've been hearing today, and it's a fucking Monday, which means it's like a dumpster fire of news.
Well, from things that I've seen, for things that aren't Disney related, because Disney pissed me off, but I know that they're trying to push monkeypox everywhere now. Like, it's the new COVID. It's like, okay, well, first of all, it might actually just be shingles. It might actually just be shingles, and they're just renaming it. Because monkeypox and cowpox and chickenpox, they aren't the same, but they have a relative, and you probably don't need a vaccine for it. It's also sexually transmitted, just so you know. So, you know, all the things that they tell you to do that you should be doing anyway when it comes to boom, boom, bang, bang, and, shaking hands with people, just keep doing that. You're fine. You'll be fine.
You know what I find interesting, okay? No matter what side you are on the fucking monkeypox, and there is two things I would like to note, and I'm going to be plagiarizing Matt Walsh, but it was funny, so I'm just going to claim it as mine. First of all, they should be calling it rat pox. And the reason they should be calling it rat pox is because monkeypox, we've been aware of this shit since like the fucking 70s. Okay? And yet somehow the monkeys haven't fucking passed it on. Want to know how we probably got it passed on to people? Rodents, rats. I'm like, well then why do you call it rat pox? And two, the main way to spread it is butt pumping, apparently. But they're not worried about the spread of this. No. They're worried about the stigma to the gays, because we all want to know what happened after the AIDS thing happened. And I'm like, okay, no matter what side of this debate you're fucking on, why hasn't anybody went, but you know, we've had a smallpox vaccine around since, well, before Grandpa was dead. So why don't we just remember that most of us have that and be done with it?
Mm-hmm. Because fear and controlling people is delicious. And if we pump people up with enough vaccines, we totally won't be mutant things. Like, murr. I've been watching a lot of Walking Dead too. I feel like this jumble of bullshit is just gonna have unwalking dead people, you know? That'll be great. you're working on your zombie already. It's great.
But don't worry, the WHO that apparently tells us what to do says there's no immediate need for mass monkeypox vaccinations. And I'm thinking, A, I don't care what you think, and B, no shit.
Is that before or after the U.S. government ordered 13 million doses?
Speaking of vaccines that we just ordered, now I remember. So, you know that thing the World Economic Forum does once a year in, like, wherever the fuck they do it from? And Pfizer guy steps up there and he goes, I'm gonna use some crazy Russian accent for this because he sounds like a super villain. From a Bond movie, but I'm not cultured, so this is my best impression of a evil Bond villain. We take little chip and put in pill, and they take. Imagine the compliance we could get! And I'm like, motherfucker, you know what's worse than a bunch of government elites standing around telling us how we should live our lives and then trying to enforce it? You know what's even worse than that? A bunch of rich people who don't give a shit what people say or think or care about go and make retorted ideas and then come back and try to make us do them.
The problem is that guy's concept was actually far beyond just, goes far beyond the whole chip thing. he's mentioned the fact that at this point the government already tracks us, where we're going, what we're doing, who we're with, and all this. And he actually expanded it to the point where the government can actually be able to monitor, through this technology they say they have, they'll be able to monitor everything about us internally while we're doing it. Blood pressure, heart rate, blood oxygen level, that everything like that.
So they can kill the people that aren't healthy enough to be a part of society. Yay! Hitler 2.0! Ding ding! And I'm thinking, once everybody hears this, why aren't people like going and rioting? I mean, Black Lives Matter can scam a riot. Why can't we have a legit riot over something like this? I mean, it'd be a reasonable one. Plus, I would love...
Black Lives Matter riots were actually legit riots. Problem is, it was just the puppets doing all the rioting.
Exactly. So why don't we just go and riot for the right reasons this time? Like, motherfucker, there was a conspiracy about you guys putting chips in our arms. We don't need you spreading that fucking heresy shit. And I mean, you know what they could use? They could be like, so when people are supposed to take pills, we can make sure they take the pills they're supposed to be taking. And I'm thinking, well, what's the worst that could happen about that? Unless the government tells you to take shit that's bad for you. I mean, personal choice, you don't need it if you can have just forced compliance with chips. Blind girl, you sound like a Canadian with a speech impediment. Well, I was imitating the fucking the World Economic Forum elite talking about the fucking microchips there. So if I sound stupid with a speech impediment, fine. At what increment are either corporate elites, just elites, or government gonna have to inch in before we're like, ah, shit, we need to get the torches and pitchforks back. Alright, we're going to the swamp. Yeah, I know, that was a fucking, whatever the fuck, the Swamp Guys reference, but you know what I mean. Shrek, there we go, there's a Shrek reference, but, like, hey, Big Joe, what's gonna get people to just get their pitchforks and torches? Because it used to be that there was a gay amongst them, and that would get the whole town just fucking pitchforked like, motherfucker, or a black guy kissing, our fucking white women. Oh my god, not a black and a white girl. Now, they can stand there and be like, we can force you to take pills and shit. And we're all just like, eh. Jesus Christ.
No, they're complaining if it's a white guy kissing a white girl.
I don't care about why they're upset. That's beyond the point that I was trying to make, Batman. The point I was trying to make is Catholic heresy, gay, blacks, all that shit used to rile up a town something fierce. And now this guy's like, we can force you to do shit with these little fucking thingamajiggies. And everybody's like, eh.
Oh, you're on about chipping the populace, aren't you?
We can say, hey, the government's kind of starving our babies right now, and it's their fault. And nobody's like, someone's gonna fucking die. No, we're just like, eh. There's a fucking formula shortage. At what point do we need to get to? How many babies gotta starve to death before somebody gets scalped around here?
Oh, when I was a kid, about one.
Yeah, now it's gonna be at least whatever abortion could have done, but better.
Yep.
A huge irony about the baby shortage formula, or the formula shortage is a lot of people are realizing it's really not that hard to make the stuff yourself.
Yeah, but
The other thing is,
you're forgetting one thing though. People making it themselves, you do it wrong, your baby dies.
the other thing is, people in the West have become a lot more compliant than they used to be. Ridiculously so.
Unfortunately, that's kind of true. I don't know. We kind of lucked out as far as our son goes. When he was a wee infant, tried to feed him formula. He would not touch it.
Oh, Red Feather's
Now,
complaining. Sorry, I'm interrupting you, Chuck.
Oh, I was gonna say. Now, mind you, he had to take it from a bottle. He wouldn't take it from the tap. That's a story for behind the scenes. But he wouldn't take it from the tap, so, it kind of had to, it had to be the au naturel milk.
Red Feather's saying that.
I'm fixing
Blind
it
Girl
right
is
now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I've been fixing it, Red Feather. What you gotta understand is, I'm fixing it right now, but the problem is I have to listen to this stream and communicate and not let any dead air happen and slide these little fucking thingies while blind. So give me a hot minute. I don't have a sound guy to do it for me.
BG, you've got to understand. Red Feather is a housewife from the 1950s. She doesn't understand these complex.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just lucky I said 1950.
Okay. Alright.
To be fair, if you're invoking the 1850s, she would have had help. Whether that person had any say or so, is whether they had any choice in being the help, that's a whole different story. But still.
Yeah, that's right, Truckee. You convince yourself that there's actually a couple of numbers before the 50s.
Okay, well, oh fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh, okay, I was listening. Who the fuck was I listening to? It was
Rich Piero?
no Dave
Matt Walsh?
Rubin. I was listening to Dave Rubin interview this guy, and this guy's like, you gotta get into more self-reliance. He's like, for example, here's a good step one: get a chicken. And I'm like, well, what if you live in an apartment, motherfucker? How am I gonna get a chicken? You didn't give me step one that doesn't require me having a yard. So, Trucker, you want to get away from the government? Step one, get some chickens.
I
To
have
be
chickens.
fair,
What?
if you were going for the original size bird, like the original size chicken, you probably could get away with having one in an apartment. But it's the size of your apartment and whether or not it has access to the outside world, because you can't just leave it on a balcony. You'd have to close off your balcony, and it would still need fresh air sometimes.
Yeah, you could close off your balcony with mesh.
Yeah, I feel
Now, to
like
make sure,
that's illegal.
now, to be fair, you also have to make sure it's a hen, because if you were to get a rooster, it'll really piss off the neighbors.
Pretty
Well,
much.
and it's also illegal in the city. It's called bylaws. They have those things. You have a chicken?
Yeah,
Trucker.
I mean, they are now.
No.
They are now.
Wait. We got it. Woman. Trucker. You have chickens?
Yes. We have several chickens at the house.
You have chickens?
We have chickens.
How long have I known you?
Huh?
How long have I fucking known you?
Couple years.
Fucking hell.
And you have chickens.
Yeah, I have chickens. I live in the middle of the woods.
Wait.
makes sense.
Wait. So they're
Why
wild
you-
chickens, not chickens that you own and look after and get eggs from, right?
Well,
He said he
no,
has
they are.
chickens.
I mean, we don't worry so much about the eggs. Remember, at my home, I'm the only one who can eat eggs. So we don't worry so much about the eggs. Hell, our neighbor comes and gets them half the time.
Ju-
Also,
Ju-
another thing we don't worry about is ticks. We don't have them because chickens eat those little fuckers.
Yeah.
Trucker, when
Yes, Patsy.
you said, I live in a cabin in the woods, so all I went through my mind is you sitting in the cab of your truck with a coonskin cap on.
Well,
Good.
Sean, it's about time to head into town, get us some corn, some yeast, and some sugar. Little copper line never hurt nothing neither.
Davy Trucker, king of the wild frontier.
See, he's going the whole Davy Crockett route, and I'm going the whole hillbilly route. What the hell?
Yeah.
I have a new conspiracy.
You're an American. You're an American. You know the culture. I'm English. Don't.
Don't talk over
Yeah,
me.
fair enough.
I have a question about that for you, though, Trucker. Because everybody knows what a redneck is, but we all came from, like, either some part of Europe or some part of Europe. Where in England would you say the rednecks really are? Because you guys have them too.
Anywhere where there's farmland.
Scotland
No, anywhere where there's farmland.
and Scotland.
Anywhere where there's a lot of physical work outside.
She said England,
Yeah, I did.
not Britain. He said England.
Yeah, because you're from England. I was being
Yeah.
specific.
It's literally anywhere where there's farmland.
And I just assumed you guys had no rednecks because you shipped them all off to Ireland and Scotland. Maybe Wales, I guess. They like to do those
Well,
sheep.
that's how they got rid
Ugh.
of some of them. I mean, you know, you gotta get rid
Well,
of some
we've
of them
got our own
sometimes.
version of rednecks. We don't look down on them nearly as much as you do in the States. They're not nearly as much white trash as they allegedly are in the States.
Well, then they're not really rednecks.
Well, they do the same thing. They work on the land, so the backs are always bent to the sun, so their necks are always burnt red. So yes, they're rednecks.
Yeah, that's actually the origin of the term.
Mm-hmm.
Truth be known, considering I'm pretty much a damn redneck myself, no, pretty much I am.
No, you're two
When it boils
rednecks in one man.
Yeehaw. But the thing is, when it boils down to it, most of my friends are rednecks, and I'd much rather be a redneck than somebody living in the middle of a city.
Shut
It's
up.
way too cramped, and way too many people. No, there's a thing. You grew up in a rather rural area, did you not?
Mm-hmm. I grew up in the country.
Okay.
Redneck.
Okay.
No, you could still be in a.
You don't have the physical ability to do it that much anymore, but at least you have enough of a knowledge to do the whole go out into the woods and survive kind of thing.
Fair.
Well,
How
that
many
makes her
people-
woods. That makes her woodsy,
How
not
many-
a redneck.
True. Well, what I'm saying is a lot of rednecks have those skills, a lot more than your standard city folk.
Yep.
I have a
But
conspiracy.
You could class me as a redneck as well because there used to be like 4 or 5 farms around here, and during tatey picking week every year, I used to go tatey.
I got a new
help
conspiracy
along
theory.
farmers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is my new conspiracy theory. By the way, this is the caveat. I'm making this shit up as I go. Okay, so none of this is factual. YouTube, it's a conspiracy. Okay? Conspiracy. So anyways, I'm thinking you'll own nothing and you'll be happy, right? I'm thinking this BlackRock shit and all the things where everybody's houses are all getting bought up to make a renter class out of everybody. It's because everybody knows the renter class can't garden and farm and do shit for themselves. They have to be run by the city. Maybe that's why this is happening. Because they want us all to be in apartment buildings so none of us can be self-reliant, so they don't need to make big diseases because that's expensive. Oh my god.
That doesn't work in the UK.
I told you it's a fucking conspiracy, goddammit, Batsy. It's not supposed to work.
You realize it's probably not that much of a theory at this point, right?
Yeah, and it doesn't work in the UK because most people do rent their homes, and most people in the UK have gardens, vegetable gardens at that.
Yeah.
It
you've got a lot
wasn't
of
supposed to be truthful or work. It's a conspiracy. I told
I'm
you.
talking to Trucker now. Who said it's not that much of a conspiracy theory because it's happening.
Yeah, but I was just pulling it out of my ass.
It's also we've stopped doing certain things culturally speaking. Like even in North America, it used to be a thing to have rooftop gardens. Communally speaking, you would have rooftop gardens. Like it is hard to get fresh produce, even in the city. So I mean, for things that you could grow on your roof or on your balcony, people did do that. It's just not everything grows really well in a potted state. Like some plants just need the earth. They do. But for anything that you could grow in a potted plant, like tomatoes or beans, garlic, you'd be surprised with onions. Potatoes. You'd be surprised. Potatoes, surprisingly happy plants. On a roof.
Sorry, Jen, I wasn't laughing at what you were saying. I was laughing at Red Feather. I'll turn myself down a little more. But yeah, you're not wrong, Jen. You're not wrong. Unless you face north or south. And then...
Well, we have a time limit. I mean, we can still do it, but you have a time limit. And you're limited on what plants you can really grow. But, I mean, we still had backyard... Like, my mom used to grow vegetables backyard all the time. You know, for at least the first 6 years, we did that. And it was just when she started really working that she didn't do it anymore. Because with 2 incomes, she didn't need to.
Yeah, my dad, he was a vegetable gardener in our family, and yeah, he was so ardent about it. We never had to buy potatoes, never had to buy cabbage or lettuce, or when he got the greenhouse, we didn't even have to buy tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing as Blind Girl hasn't noticed, Sacre Bleu is in the chat.
Oh, Bugs! Hi. Sorry, Wilson was talking and I was trying to interpret the cat sounds into, something.
More cat sounds.
No. People words. People sounds.
He already told me he's not a catnip kitty. Otherwise, I'd be saying maybe he just wants a hit. He wants some catnip.
Oh, Wilson loves the nip, but he has to be in the mood for it.
Yeah,
What?
that's the same with every cat.
You want this? Are you asking me to get high?
Someone scratched the post, but then he got high.
But then he got high.
You want this?
I was gonna use my little box, but then I got high.
You're following with your fist.
Now
Yes,
he's
I
licking
want it.
his balls, and he knows why.
Ah, shit, Ozzy's here. Alright,
Oh, he was like,
You,
I
come here.
heard there was a deal going down, and I could smell it, and I was like, maybe I'll get in on this deal.
Nigga cat, come here. Stupid, it's over here.
Wow.
Hey, stupid, over here. Stupid. Okay, either come over here and get it, or I'm putting it back in the jar. Okay, fuck you. Come here.
He doesn't want it when he can get it.
Come here. He's standing on my keyboard, and I refuse to put this on my keyboard. Get off my keyboard. Nobody wants to hear the Japanese pre-programmed shit that's gonna play when you walk all over the fucking keys. Just get off. Hey, stupid. Okay, get off. Thank you. You already had yours. Fuck off. Anybody that's had 2 cats know what I'm talking about. Cat Wilson finished his, and now he's like, I want Aussies. And I'm like, fuck off. You ate yours. Now go roll around like you're high. This is very maddening. Are you implying I'm French? Oh, fuck no. Oh, hells no, you're not French. You're not French at all. Unless you squat to pee. Over
No,
Then
that
he-
was
over a
just Batman
drain.
being clever.
No, if he squats to pee, that means he's a woman.
Yeah.
It's only really funny because I'm not sure if it was necessarily you guys or my French friends who were like, we don't really say that phrase very often.
Yeah, Red Feather, they're cats, they can't read.
Hi, Ozzy and Wilson. Hey! Ah, fuck. Guys. Red Feather says hi. You don't care?
Feather?
Okay. Yeah, the
She's
cats.
saying hi to the kitties?
Yeah, she said hi to the cats. So I told the cats that she said hi, and they didn't even look at me. So I guess they appreciate it greatly. It meant.
Well, you see, next time you say hello, you gotta fluff them on the head, like between the ears, in an obnoxious way, and then be like, "Red said hi." And then that way, when you say hi next time, they'll be like, "Oh no, she's gonna do that again."
Yep.
Oh Jesus! So you want me to traumatize my cats?
Yep.
I mean, don't do it mean. Just enough that they're like irritated. They're like, "Oh, gross, weird, what?" Why?
Yeah. Wet your hand first.
Yeah, actually, lick your hand first.
Oh, look, the suspect in New York subway shooting had 19 prior arrests. Wow, that's our systems working good, yeah? Revealed. BLM gave cash grant to radical Chicago group supporting cop killers burning down cities. Okay, why is this news? We already knew that.
Let me know when I'm supposed to be surprised.
Oh, Dave Chappelle's attacker says he did it because he was offended over trans jokes.
Oh, poor thing.
Because remember, words are violence, guys.
Yes. And I bet the attacker wasn't trans themselves. I was offended on behalf of the trans community who were actually laughing at the jokes.
Trans children
I get my own joke. It's horrible.
Trans children
What?
given puberty blockers prior to medical consultation due to high demand. Oh, that's good. That's not going to hurt nobody. Nope. Oh, and Jeff Bezos wants to expand into single-family home rental market.
Of course he does.
Oh, so he's going to follow BlackRock then?
Sounds like.
DeSantis beats Trump in preferred GOP presidential candidates poll. You know what? I am pleased with this. I'm only pleased with this because, for the love of fucking God, all the boomers in politics, can you please retire? All of you. All of you old faggots, just go away. Go away, including Trump. You're fucking 80. Go be 80. Go do the 80-year-old thing. Okay? Fuck off. Can we get some younger than 80 people in, please? Okay? And America, for the love of God, can you put an age limit on your presidents? I mean, because with Biden, we never know if what he's saying is dementia or what the White House is actually going to do. For example...
Is there a difference?
Yes, there is. If you would have let me finish, Batsy. For example, China's sitting here going, Taiwan, you look like a nice snack before we get to Japan and before we surround Australia. And they're like, Biden! Would you defend
One thing though?
They said, Biden, would you defend Taiwan militarily? And he said, yes. Now, on the world stage, two things is going to happen. Either China's going to go, yeah, I'm going to test and see, because I don't actually believe that you're going to do it, which is going to make them more likely to invade Taiwan very soon. Right? Or
I don't
they're going
disagree
to
with you
back
there.
off.
I don't disagree with you there, but if they do, it might be a bad call on their behalf.
No.
And I'm not saying no. You got to understand where I'm coming from. So there is an odd chance that his handlers aren't paying attention to him.
Okay.
Because the one thing that they keep forgetting is Biden might actually be a racist.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't.
Yeah, I know you don't
There is
care. I
no
know you
that
don't
actually.
care. But he's
There's no
still
mic
the president of the
I don't
of the
care.
United States.
At
He's
this-
on a prompter right now. The person who's writing his prompter is the guy who's in charge of the United States, because whatever it is that he's funneling through to Biden is what he's saying. But the problem is if Biden's like, yeah, fuck this script, I hate China.
Yeah, but this is background noise. Again, I don't care. You know what I do care about? The fact that Taiwan is the only one making most of the technology chips.
And that's the only thing that Biden's going to give a shit about, because Taiwan's worth money.
No. It's not the money. You didn't let me finish. Taiwan supplies. I can't.
know.
Wait until I'm finished. Mm-hmm. It's a specific kind of technology that most of America's military relies on.
Yeah, I know.
It's not about the money. It's about the fact that they're the only ones that make it. The only ones. A lot of our medical equipment, a lot of our technology advancements, and most of our military in the West, we would be crippled and defenseless into a World War III if China gets their hands on Taiwan. So right now, it's very important that we know if America is going to defend them or not. It's not about being world police anymore, ladies and gentlemen. It's about all of these proxy wars and what we stand to lose.
But the thing is, with Biden being like special needs, knowing that the West is kind of dependent on tech too, like we kind of are.
Yes,
We really
much.
are.
We're so dependent. Our hospitals, our military, a lot of our transportation, those chipboards. Imagine what that would do to us. And look at China going, this is our one shot. Now, do we tempt America? Or do we not? Do we believe America will defend it? Or do we call their bluff like Iraq, like Ukraine?
They're already testing the waters right as we speak.
That's correct.
Of course they are.
That's why
Well, you guys are the ones. You guys are the ones watching the most, aren't you? Like the UK's pretty much been watching it.
Well, we're all watching the most because we understand that right now, America and what they do right now is going to decide.
I think
EG, I have to correct you.
with
You
the-
are watching the most. Most Canadians are up their own ass right now.
Yeah,
I think
which
it's
is
the- I
why
think it's
I'm
the-
very angry because is Biden, is he the dementia patient talking? The guy just reading the teleprompter? Or is he speaking for the White House when he says that statement? And the fact
gonna
that
be
I
a
don't
mixture of all.
know makes it very difficult to sleep because the world that my daughter and my son inherit tomorrow is dependent on what he meant. And right now, the White House is walking it back.
Officially, he is the White House.
Yeah, but the White House is walking back what he said right now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but that's
because
because the officials that work in the White House are pretty much running damage control for what he said. Now the problem is the bigger chance of who's in charge is who's on the other side of the teleprompter, because for the most part he sits and reads over the teleprompter. Any other time he stumbles with what he says.
Well,
So it's a matter of
then,
who's writing the script for him.
if he
He
read the
stumbles in with the
teleprompter,
teleprompter.
if he read the teleprompter correctly, then for once I agree with the guy that wrote the fucking teleprompter. I agree. When he said yes, we would respond with military, I went yes, fucking finally. America's back, maybe. Nope. And I mean, let's say America does respond. Let's say it's correct. We are going to back up Taiwan. America has depleted a lot of its resources in the military. America has depleted a lot of it to the point where I don't even know if we'd win. And neither does a lot of strategists.
Unfortunately, we have all that shit up here. But we're run by a jackass. You're
The bigger
welcome.
problem with the U.S. right now is the U.S. has been sitting there sending arms to Ukraine for so long. At this point, we do not have we don't actually have the military infrastructure to be able to handle anything in and of itself. We're doing so well right now that Europe just had to bail us out with fucking baby formula.
Yep. That's correct.
So-
Yep.
America
it's being
is
impounded in your
depleted.
ports.
So what are we going to do, right? What are we going to do? What are we going to do?
I say we take a couple of them rockets that are in Cheyenne Mountain and start pointing them at other places.
Well, to start, I would recommend getting rid of Trudeau, and I know that that's an obvious yay for us, but I'd say that because yet again, I'm gonna you made me stop talking for you.
True.
I'm just gonna say that everything that you find in Taiwan that you need for your transportation, I guarantee you it's probably in the mountains of Saskatchewan and Alberta.
No, it's not.
But they refused. You sure about that?
Yes, because while we may have the lithium and the metal and all the other shit, you know what we don't have? Can you guess?
The stuff to put together?
Correct. So it doesn't fucking matter what we
But
got.
you know who does? But you know who does? The U.S.
If no, not those kind of. I wish I could fucking remember what they're called.
Sweatshops.
No. It's a specific kind of smart chip, and the only ones that have ever made it is Taiwan. We're good at a lot of things.
I'd still stand by mine as being the better option. Like, I get saving Taiwan, and I would recommend doing that anyway. Do that anyway. But I'm saying that we should have our own here.
We should
And the
have
fact
our
that
own, but the problem is first we need the patents and the way to make it. And that's going to take a lot of time. A lot of time we don't have because we need those chips now. How many hospitals, how many people are going to die while we're learning to make it? So the only option we have is to stop China from taking out Taiwan. And we've got a fucking proxy war because of our weakness. And it all started over in the Middle East. We had 20 fucking years to figure out how to get out of the Middle East. 20 fucking years to prepare for that shit. And when it came down to it, idiots were in charge. 20 fucking years to figure it out. Idiots were in charge. And people died.
Those
And guess
idiots
what?
have always been in charge.
Yeah, but
Yep.
idiots may have always been in charge, but they haven't dropped the ball as fucking bad as now because they watched the weakness of the West fail in the Middle East. And then Russia and China, Turkey, proxy wars. Now we got proxy wars. And our enemies are getting fucking stronger and stronger, and we're sitting here bickering about fucking what gender we are.
Yeah.
And we're going to have to defend Taiwan. We're going to have to. We don't have the time to sit here and learn how to do that. Maybe if we were learning how to do that while Taiwan was making them, that would be a thing. But if China takes Taiwan, what are we going to do? China can then do one of two things. Send us a bunch of them with a bunch of spyware in it. Or just say, no, no more for you.
We'd have to invent our own. But we'd still be back at where I was.
But it takes time. And in that time,
Yeah.
how many people are going to die?
A lot, which is why I'm like, get started on it. I wouldn't even be surprised if it already hasn't been started. The thing with technology is a lot of stuff has already been made. It's just we aren't allowed to patent it. It's like, I will never remember the name of the plane. It's one of those things that it's lost in history, and also I lost that tag back in like the early 2000s. But Canada used to make weaponry. We used to make military weaponry. Sometimes we had to get clearance from the US because, well, they had the bigger military, and we sold them the weaponry. That's kind of how it worked. We made it, and we sold it to them.
Yeah, but
We had
now stuff like our tanks, our vehicles, our planes, especially our Air Force, our Navy, that's...
It's a joke.
It's not that it's a joke, it's that it's reliant on those
On the
smart
US.
chips. They're reliant on
Well-
Taiwan.
Well, we were reliant on the US more than anything. We get a lot of our weaponry through the US, but yes, they get their chips through Taiwan.
Yes.
So by default, that's how we do too.
I think they're called smart board chips or smart board conductors.
5NM.
I stand by
That's
what
what-
I said. Like
That's
they
what
really,
Blue said in the chat. You're talking about 5NM chips.
Thank you,
Hi, GC.
Blue.
but they've been doing that to us for the longest time. In terms of technology, we'd be a lot further ahead if it wasn't for
Our own stupidity.
yes. We hold back our own a lot up here. I'm just saying, it happens a lot. You hear stories about it all the time. Oh, well, they had one here that they made. We're just not allowed to use it. Oh, okay. So they buried it. Yep.
Well, there's ethics involved, but over here we decided we're isolationists. We've decided, no, we just do our own thing over here, and you do your thing over there, and everything will be hunky-dory. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, until they get over here.
Well, we have this problem in Canada of thinking we're kind of invisible to the map, and it's like, no, the people are. The map is very visible. People are aware of what Canada is.
Yeah,
It's the people that are invisible.
yeah, Canada is the smorgasbord to America.
In the world. The
Yeah.
whole world
Well,
is aware. China is more than happy to come over here and be like,
According to America, the Americans, Canada is America's beanie cap.
Yeah, well, our beanie cap can be invaded, and then they can just walk right through to the largest unmanned border in the world.
It's basically in zombie apocalypse land. The only thing you got to hope for is that the US fails so badly that their biggest leaders fail, because then maybe Canada can exist, because most Americans don't know what we're worth up here in terms of like natural resources.
They do. That's why we're still standing.
Well, that and we're friendly and we do the work anyway. We're just like,
That's why
We're
we're
second
still
Canada.
standing. The only reason why us as a country have been untouched and are still fucking standing is because America. Those guys down there. If they weren't the ones on our largest unmanned border, we would look very different. We would probably be a bunch of smaller countries.
yes.
And America knows that. And the world knows that. And Canadians have exploited it for a very long time.
Oh yeah. I mean, I always thank American military all the time because I'm aware of the fact that they make sacrifices for us too. Even if they don't admit it and they get all snarly about it, like, I did it for my own, thank you very much.
That's what I don't like about these countries that declare themselves to be neutral or non-nuclear. In a time of conflict, they expect the people who aren't neutral and who do have nuclear weapons to defend them.
Looks like HSBC have potted a senior executive called Stuart Kirk after he questioned their climate change policy.
Yeah, the one thing that gave me some pride was knowing that even though we weren't always directly involved with the last series of wars, we were still there. You know, we still accompanied the Americans. We still offered assistance. We do a lot of go-betweens. Peacekeepers do that.
There was a
But
hell
we
of a
always
lot of
sided with the
Canadians-
US. Go ahead.
There was actually you all sided with the UK.
yeah,
But there was a hell of a lot of Canadians won the Victoria Cross during the First and Second World Wars.
yeah.
Whoa! National School Boards Association draft letter asked for National Guard to combat parent uproar.
Yeah, because, you know, they want to strip us of our children now. Because we're not compliant. We don't want our kids to be trans. We think it's a bad idea. And to be quite frank, there's a lot in that community that's coming out lately. You know, the trans community isn't okay with it. They're starting to speak out. They're going, okay, listen, you are fucking up everything that we've worked really hard to build with our communities. Because now everybody's going to view us as a bunch of perverts. Thank you.
Yep. It's an attempt. I think it's all an attempt to homogenize the world's population, make us all interchangeable units.
Fuck! Ontario
Get rid of
factory.
individuality.
Ontario factory sends baby formula to China while Canadian families suffer shortages.
Sorry, ladies, my boobs are dry. They've always been dry.
Yeah, I can't get any milk out of mine either. Oh, wait, I'm a guy.
Right? I mean, technically, I wouldn't recommend this, Batman. I only know about this because of prison guys used to take estrogen so that it would keep them from dying sooner.
That's not the reason why women have generally lived longer than men. Because that gap in lifespan is getting shorter. Women are dying sooner because women are working more and more. And it's the working that used to kill men off, not the testosterone.
I don't think that's the only reason. I just think that's one of the reasons. Like, it is a big reason. Like, it's true, like, women are working more, but even back
Stress as well.
Back in the medieval
Wasn't it?
to even the mid-50s, it's not like women weren't working hard, but there's always a
They were.
balance to what you do and what you don't. But
Yeah.
women
Generally-
do a lot of shit that's toxic.
Generally, women stopped working when they got married, and especially when they had kids. Men
it's true, they did
continued,
take a break.
and
Unless you're
they
really
had
poor.
they had to shoulder the burden of paying for the family, paying for the house, paying for all the bills, and yeah, you had guys going out to work at pretty much at the crack of dawn and coming back at coming back in the evening. Like you say, stress.
I know how they feel,
stress.
Batman. I know how they feel.
Yep. It's the stress that has killed men off more than anything.
I don't think that's the only reason, though. Like, if I were to really tell you things that I think lately, this is stuff that I've been thinking for years. Like, 40 years worth of thinking. And I'm not saying this to judge women, but I think women do a lot of toxic things that they don't think are toxic because they're told that this is a health product. They're not. I'm not talking about, like regular facial creams that are supposed to like moisturize your skin and stuff, and I question those a lot of the times too, because you know what's healthy, like what's earthy.
They don't work anyway.
But makeup upon makeup upon makeup upon makeup, and you really kind of look into what's in that shit. And I'm sorry, historically speaking, makeup has not always been. It's
Yeah,
always
for the most-
been like promoted as healthy for you. It'll make you look healthy. It'll give you a nice shine to your cheeks. It might have some toxic shit in it too, though.
Usually mostly toxic.
And that's what I mean. Like, they test this shit on animals, and it's the stuff that doesn't kill the animal that they sell to you.
Mm-hmm.
And then they wear it. And I don't want to argue with women on it because they do a beautiful job of putting on makeup and it looks gorgeous. But I'm a very practical person, and when I can't describe what's in something and I know right away that it's affecting my skin, makeup always does that. Even the stuff that's for sensitive skin, the minute it's on me, I'm like, no.
What you on about the moisturising creams like that, oil of Olay and all that stuff?
Mm-hmm.
They don't work.
They don't.
No. Oh God, there was one of those consumer programs on the BBC. That's Life, it was called. They actually took oil of Olay and other products to a dermatologist at one of the prestigious London hospitals, and told them it doesn't work. I forget what it is, but it's supposed to rub it in your skin, and it goes in. Yeah, it penetrates into your skin, and that's not how skin works.
Yeah. Like, it's a good moisturizer. Don't get me wrong, there are moisturizers that are good for it gives you wetness. It does
It only penetrates the surface of the skin, which is dead area. It doesn't actually do anything to make your skin healthy or truly moisturise it.
but it
And it
just
certainly
goes,
doesn't remove creams.
it goes
wrinkles,
deeper
rather.
than that, though. Like, I mean, that's just one part of it. That's one thing on the tick of the list of things that women do.
it's also what we digest. You know, like you go through the list of what is considered so you go to like a health store, you will find healthy foods, right? But you go to a grocery store and you go to get healthy food from like the health section, and you realize absolutely everything in there is chemicals. Absolutely everything is chemicals. Unless you're buying like vegetable chips where they made them like regular potato chips. It's not a healthier option.
And I think we're taking the stream away from Blind Girl.
I am. Sorry.
Oh,
You
no,
okay?
that's fun. I was just reading about shrinkflation.
Hi, Elwin, by the way.
Hey, Elwin. Oh, you're okay. That's good. That's good. I hope the tornado didn't take you out much.
I had a tornado. I mean, I know it hit you guys because they keep talking about it, but I refuse to watch any of the videos because the people who made them were just...
Well, you have to understand something, Jen. Our neck of the woods, we don't get tornadoes. At least we didn't. 4 years ago, we got our first one that I've known in my lifetime. And then every year we've had either a microburst tornado or a tornado. But 2 days ago, we had a few.
Well, that's not a you fault.
We had
That's not a you fault. I was just disappointed in the people who took the videos. There are different types of people who take videos during
yeah, but
events.
There was multiple tornadoes in the same evening, spanning from here to Toronto all the way up to Quebec. Like
I know, I was praying for you guys. I was like, is that why you're not around? Because I was a little bit scared.
Yes,
I was
there
like,
are counties and villages that still don't have water.
Yeah.
Because they're on well water. Like Pakenham, it's out. Dunrobin's out. Calabogue's out. Pat still doesn't have power. I do. It's interesting because my neck of the woods was virtually untouched.
Yeah.
And that's,
tornadoes are
and
weird
when
like
I
that.
mean my neck of the woods, by the way, I mean just Gloucester. So south of me got hit, west end of me got hit, and Orleans got tanked.
Wow.
And so the rest of the city was out in my neck of the woods because nobody else had power. It
like
was
we
nuts.
get them, but we haven't had a big one since the trailer park. Like we have had some since then, but like we haven't had a big touchdown since the trailer park.
We don't get tornadoes. We're not used to this. And 2 to 3 hours before it touched down, we got extreme thunderstorm alert on our phones. Me and Pat were both bitching about that. And I thought it was funny. I'm like, whoa. When it's the extreme thunderstorm, the emergency system works. But then when it's an actual tornado that's touched down, we get nothing. The fuck? Because if something went doo-doo-doo-doo, fucking tornado, I'm sure a 50-year-old that got a tree dunked on her wouldn't have taken a walk that evening.
Yeah,
we've only had one tornado in the UK. It was 1987.
Ooh.
Yep, because somebody phoned into the BBC about it, the weather. The meteorology department of the BBC. And this guy called Michael Fisher, who's a weatherman, came on. We don't get tornadoes in the UK. And following date was reported in the news that it was a tornado.
Yeah.
Night of the big storm, it was called.
Yeah, sounds about right. Sounds like something that would happen here. My daughter's mom's van got plowed by a tree. Farmlands, whole barns were crushed.
Yep.
One of my friends in Armpur had his barbecue come through his big picture window in his living room.
Yep. Elwin doesn't like tornadoes because they keep trying to drop farmhouses on her.
Yeah, shit like that. But I was reading this article about something called shrinkflation, which usually we're bitching about stuff like, you ever notice that Reese's Pieces, the peanut butter cups got smaller?
All I know is that that trailer park, a tornado can pick up a trailer.
Yep.
So it's not a joke.
It's not just that, Blind Girl. Well, chips to you, crisps to me, but the patties get bigger, but the contents get smaller.
Yep, and there's more air pocket. Well, that's...
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie though. I view you as my crazy fun friend who does stuff that I wouldn't guess you was doing. And I did have this image of you flying a kite for no reason. I don't know why, but I had this image of blind girl just flying a
shit, it is
kite.
me. I'm like me or Elwyn, but now that you've said my name, fuck. Okay, so shrinkflation is exactly that. It's where you pay the same price, but the kite in the sky is smaller. I mean, the thing that you're buying is smaller. Shrinkflation is happening on grocery store shelves. What is it, and how to avoid it? And I'm thinking, how do you avoid it? Because we don't... How do we avoid that? It's the guys making them that do it.
Yeah, it's like another thing I've noticed. They bring out a new product, right? Let's say they'll make it a certain way, right? Certain type of packaging, and it becomes successful, right? It becomes popular.
And then it gets smaller.
Then and they change the packaging and they change the quality of the stuff. So it's just the same old crap.
Like Reese's peanut butter cups.
Yeah, I
Chris.
remember a couple of tornadoes in my city near where my old building of residence was. And it was across the street from the Walmart. And the only thing that I remember at the time was remembering there was a bank there and thinking, is a bank vault strong enough to withhold from a tornado?
Yes.
Because that was the only place I could think of that would be really safe.
Yes,
yeah,
it
minus
is.
the fact that there's no air circulation in there, so you'd suffocate. But other than that...
Well, I mean, if you've got the people who work there, they have a key to get out. Like, they know how to get out.
Yeah, it's
And they'd
called
all
somebody opens the door from the outside.
Yeah, well, no.
I think if you've got the keys, you can actually open it from the inside as well, just in case of things like that happening.
I don't have enough money to be in a bank enough to actually consider these
Actually,
things.
yes, you can. There was an episode of the Twilight Zone. Guy got locked in because the bomb went off, and because he was bank staff, he had the key to get himself out.
But I know for like emergencies like that, they would let you in the bank vault. Like you're not expected to steal stuff. You're there to sit on the floor and keep yourself safe. Like if there was like somebody doing a robbery and you somehow had time to get people in the vault, I think they do that. Like I don't know how, but they train for things like emergencies with banks too. Like they're not expecting it. But like if you live in Kansas, I imagine they do that.
Oh, in the 30s in Kansas, they were always ready for it.
Yeah. We just don't have them as often. Like we do get them. I do remember the tornadoes because I was probably in my early 20s, so my parents were like, well, if you go out camping next year, make sure there's no tornadoes, blah, 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 you know, because my parents... I told them I'd go fly a kite. I'm not that crazy. I'd tie myself down to something. Not a tree, though. Trees die very quickly.
Yeah.
Trees don't die very quickly. They're going to last up to 1,000 years.
Yeah, well, the thing is some trees are bendable. They learn how to bend in the trees with the wind, and I think it's an Asian quote that I'm mangling. I'm sorry, Tucker.
Believe it or not, a lot of trees will actually they'll survive a lot better than your common light pole.
Mm-hmm.
Then you common what?
Light pole.
Light pole. Because when it boils down to it, a light pole is just held by 4 bolts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 4 bolts that go into a hunk of concrete. Those 4 bolts sheared, off you go. Thing is, a lot of, most trees, their root system is about as wide as their branches are. So you got a lot more of an anchor there.
I think
So in the
some
words
of
of Miss
them
Yogi,
are
long as the root's strong, be safe.
they're also made with the intentions that if they do bend with a break, like a break isn't necessarily going to kill a tree. It depends on the break. Like I know my neighbors lost a tree branch a couple of years ago to the wind. And I mean, they were lazy about taking the damn thing off, but their tree was fine. I think they left it there just to see if the tree was going to die and whether or not they'd have to get rid of it. The tree was fine. It was a big part of the tree too, so I thought it was going to die. Well,
Trees are hard to kill.
yeah. But that's why we keep them in our cities because, out here, I don't know about BG. It's It's one of those things, I haven't been there in a long time. Like, it's really not that much different. In all honesty, I mean, we just have more mountains out here. But yeah, the trees make for windbreaks. They make for amazing windbreaks. So if you live in a place where most of your cold is actually the wind chill, trees are your friend. I hug the trees sometimes because they keep me warmer. Clusters of like fir trees are amazing. Just say.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know damn well what I mean. I have to run to the bathroom though, so if you folks would be so kind as to keep the conversation, because
So we can get a word in edgewise now.
Yes, you can. You can make fun of Jen going to the bathroom because she's gonna have to go by her brother, who's gonna make fun of her for it.
Shit, I'm gonna have
There's
to.
a girl with a very small bladder running across the bedroom
Oh,
floor.
better. I haven't
You've gotta
gone
pee.
since this morning.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I gotta start talking again, don't I?
Yes, you did.
Yep.
Shit.
Once you start, you can't stop. We know.
I decided to check out of the conversation so you guys could talk without me interrupting. So now I gotta check back in. Bill Maher is alarmed at number of children identifying as trans. Really? What took you so long, dude? Oh yeah.
Because he's a lefty.
Texas teachers told to hide students' preferred names, pronouns from parents. Wow. My shock.
I think it's not so much that these children are identifying as being gay as their parents and or teachers are identifying them as being trans.
And
Yes, I mean, trans, not gay.
funny enough, I think this is hilarious. So they talk about those gas people raising prices and lining their pockets. Bad, greedy gas people. But then, on the other end of this, electric vehicle makers raise prices as Democrats push for more Americans to drive them. And suddenly there's crickets. Cricket.
Mm-hmm.
Chirp, chirp, cricket.
To be fair, a lot of that is actually more than just. It's more than just pushing them to drive them. Hell, look at. I mean, a lot of it actually can be pointed at the hate that's being thrown towards Elon Musk.
Mm.
You know, everybody's saying, "Oh, the money he's paying for Twitter. What could he have done with that money?" Oh, I don't know. Start an electric car company.
What's
Just
it?
saying.
What business is it of anybody else? What Elon Musk does with his money?
Honestly, yeah.
But the thing about most of the electric cars is they're sitting there saying, "Oh, there's no pollution." Well, they don't pay attention to the pollution that comes out of the power plants to charge them. They don't pay attention that any of the mines where the shit to make the stuff is mined at, nothing can live within 20
Factories.
miles of it. Yeah,
Factories where the
factories.
stuff's made.
Mm-hmm.
The pollution that has caused, when eventually you've got to throw the things away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because those
Especially when it's
lithium-ion batteries that power them
too.
electric cars cannot be recycled.
All this, a lot of this green energy stuff is highly toxic to the environment.
Oh, Jesus Christ. More than 70,000 pounds of formula arrives in U.S. shipment will not be heading to store shelves. Let me guess. The FDA is getting involved in this, I bet.
Well, they've been involved with it for a while, Blind Girl.
They're sending it to the government. They're sending it to the various government agencies to distribute it based upon need.
Ah, for fuck's sakes!
Yep.
So racist shit.
Yeah, black people.
Well, it's
ones we get
socioeconomic.
Yeah, give it the black.
They're saying, well, it's more. They're saying it's going to be distributed to children that actually absolutely must eat formula because they can't, for whatever reason, can't take breast milk. But I got a strong feeling that those lines are going to be drawn across socioeconomic lines.
But even
That
that,
was really
okay, let's give me a minute here, okay? Let's say there's a single white mother and a single black mother. Goes into this.
yeah.
Let me fucking finish. Walks into the fucking poorhouse and says, "My baby needs yum yums," and they're gonna go based on needs. How much you want to bet it doesn't get to both of them?
Oh yeah. I was going to say let's make the black woman have a higher income than the white woman. She's going to get the baby for me because she'd be black.
Yeah.
Well, here's a problem. Here's the problem is the way they're announcing it. The way they've announced it, it would be if the white woman's child cannot actually have breast milk and must have formula. According to what the black woman's baby can have breast milk. According to what they say, it's going to be given to the white woman whose child cannot actually take breast milk. In practice, it's going to be the other way around.
Yeah.
Because the media coverage of, oh my God, they're refusing this black baby food.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jesus Christ donation.
Yeah.
Lucky Charms
Whoa,
donation.
you've
I
got
sucked
Jesus
on my
Christ
breast
on it
to get
before.
milk for my cats, but I sucked too hard and I think I broke a blood vessel.
Not gonna have to read that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, from here on out, when I say donation, everybody shuts up. We're cool? Cool.
It says I sucked on my breast to get milk for my cats, but I sucked too hard and I think I broke a blood vessel.
Ah, God
That was
damn it.
that was Big Draw one, wasn't it? Because normally it shows up. Normally it shows up on the stream, but it's not showing up.
Well,
It's
it's
very
not
like- it's
showing
a
up.
little, like-
It's not showing up in my chat. It's showing up on the screen. I'm gonna have to go and see why my bot's not doing the bot thing. Which means I'm gonna have to log in, and then I'm gonna have to beg it to let me to log in. And wait, I can use the Streamlabs app, but how do I turn on the fucking chat bot from the Streamlabs? Box! 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 Box, help me. I swear to God, I'm gonna. Oh, fuck! Son of a. Ow, 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 ow. Stop it.
Cut. Cut.
I think that was just her hitting things.
I know. So when
That was a cut.
No. When I open up the Streamlabs app, my very cool intro just fucking blares in my ear and I don't know how to turn it off. And my volume is turned up very loud so I can pay the fuck attention. And I just had to wait for it, and you guys could not hear it. And so I just got the intro. Fuck. Okay.
No, we heard it. I was a little bit concerned. I was like, did she hit the outro button?
I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
That would be, that would be misleading because we're still doing the stream.
Oh, and Red Feather's calling you a boomer.
I was laughing at you too.
Okay, you know what? I am enough of I'm enough of a millennial that when Dale has problems while I'm shitting on the can, I can help him. But I'm a boomer in the sense that I don't fucking know how to fix my Streamlabs bot from the Streamlabs desktop
It's okay.
thing, and it's
You having a boomer moment is cute. We're laughing with you.
No, we're laughing at her.
Yeah, a little bit, but you know.
figure the
What do you mean a little bit?
my goals, I don't have
Dear
any.
God, that'd be funny as hell if we got Batman to host a stream.
40 apps. Grow and enhance your stream. I feel like growth for me is gonna suck forever because I'm a cunt. But that's okay. The best stream overlays. I don't need your stream overlays. I got Box. Scene themes, widget themes. Nope. Nope. It's not that one. Is it this one? Alert box library. Okay, there's the library, but I want it. Where the fuck is the Streamlabs bot, and how do I turn it on? You know, it was easier when it was a web page. You know that, right? The Streamlabs. Wait, I just pushed the play button again. What the fuck just happened? Wait, what is this? I don't know. What? Go live? I'm already live. Fuck off. I don't want to test widgets. Jesus fucking Christ. Countdown.
Hey, don't do that or they will start another stream.
What's this button? Uh-oh, it opened up a web page. What's the web page? I don't know, because my internet blows.
At least it doesn't suck.
Hell, but ooh, Ellie, Roots.
Well, at least your internet isn't a tornado. Otherwise, it'd be like, yeah.
Wait. Is this Roots Calhoun? Is this a person or a bot? Are you a person?
Yes.
You're a person, aren't you?
No, he's really Kunta Kinte.
Well, and he said gotcha. So I think this is a person. So I now just gotta give you the blue thing. How do I fucking give you the blue thing? How do I fucking do this shit?
Yes, Batsy. Yes, Batsy. His name is Kuta Kinte, or as his parents call him, Toby.
Yep.
Oh
Well,
my god, my chat is frozen. The page.
I'm going to hell for that one.
The page for my freaking stream is frozen. I just
Please
want to
tell me we're
mod
offline.
somebody. Oh, there we go. Add moderator. I think I've got it. Credible threat. Don't press the red button. Boom. You know what? That is probably something that would happen to me. But I just don't want to admit it, so just forget that I just said.
Lucky Charms donation. I once ate Lucky Charms. I didn't realize that it was poo. I thought I didn't realize that it was poo used in tacos. Then I realized avocado burritos, but then I realized avocado in her burritos. BG should try some in her burritos.
That's what the screaming was.
Yeah, that was the screen was. But why did I hear it twice?
I don't know.
Why did it come in on a delay?
Oh, here we go.
I once ate guano. I didn't realize that it was poo. I thought guano was a green fruit used in tacos and burritos. But then I realized avocado was the fruit. BG should try some in her burritos. No.
No, I hate avocados. And I just want
Why
to
do
know
I now hear Ace Ventura in the back? Why do I now hear Ace Ventura in the back of my head going, "Ew, guano bowls"?
My mom thinks I'm nice. Well, I think you're nice too. Although I will say most of my rants happened about 5 minutes ago, and I've since quelled my temper because I realized I was getting too tempery. And now I'm trying to figure out how to fix my Streamlabs bot, and I should just say screw it and go back to politics clearly because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Blind girl, you're not temporary, you're permanent.
Oh. Okay. I know what happened. The came through the fucking Streamlabs app and fucking ups. You know, when businesses go, we're gonna do something to make things extra awesome, what usually ends up happening is they make things suck more. So if any future entrepreneurs are in the chat and you're sitting there going, I know how to make this thing better, just don't. Cryptic, hi. Just don't do it.
Cryptic.
Error.
That was that.
YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, view the thing. Fuck you. I know I have shitty internet YouTube. You don't have to fucking tell me.
Be right back.
Okay.
Alright, well, screw shrinkflation and screw the fact that you can't just put a bunch of formula on store shelves and, you know, bring down inflation and just have everybody purchase shit standing on an equal playing field. No. Just distribute that over fucking whatever lines you think, because I'm sure whoever you think needs it the most that's the correct way to be. That's fucking bullshit, but I'll just say that because talking shit out of my ass is my favorite thing to do. Nobody clipped that. I swear to God, why did I say that? Just don't do it. And, you know, I'm wondering, what kind of summer are we going to have? Because we had the dark winter, and then we had, like, spring sorrows. So what do you think Biden's going to say that's depressing about this summer? You know, with COVID and all this stuff, and he says monkeypox cases, something to be concerned about. What are we going to have? Are we going to have a summer of sorrow, or a summer of something terrible? Like, what do you think Biden's going to coin? Because it's always interesting thinking about what Biden's going to just fucking make up. Let's see. More Americans say country is heading in the wrong direction. Wait, so the country is heading down the tubes. Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Let's see. What else we got here? Topless protester rushes red carpet event in France. Stop raping us. Wait. What? If your message is stop raping us, why would you go topless to say it? Like, of all the things to do, what's the point of getting naked for that? Because, I mean,
for some reason, women of that type have brainwashed themselves to think that when men see their titties, they're somehow terrified by them. And I'm like, I don't think you understand how men work. And the men just, like, fake it. Oh, yeah, I'm terrified of your titties, lady. Because they know that the women will keep doing it.
Well, yep. I think she's right, okay? If they're ugly-ass titties, then yeah, men are afraid of that shit. They're like, holy shit, what we love is suddenly coming to kill us. Oh, God, my eyes! And then I have friends in the blind stare.
It doesn't matter if they're old granny titties. They're still going to stare at them. I mean, they're not happy to see them, but they're still going to stare because they're titties.
No,
we're not.
Old ass granny titties are kind of like a pug. You want to stop looking, but you can't because you're just like, what the fuck am I looking at?
Believe me, we can't stop looking.
Oh.
And then you vomit.
No, we invoke the power of selective amnesia.
Blind girl?
Yeah?
According to the stream, you got it. Or, yeah, according to the video on the stream, you got a Streamlabs.
And I didn't hear it this time?
Yeah, all it said was boomer, 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 boomer.
Oh my God, and it didn't play for me, and I'm kind of upset now, because the last time I heard it twice, and now I didn't hear it. What the what? See if I can make it go again.
Big underscore donated $2 Canadian dollars. Boomer, 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 boomer.
They're showing us her boobs in chat.
Yeah, well, let's face it, according to the feminists and the loony left, good-looking women, are misogynistic.
Wow.
Yeah.
My news song played for that. The ball song. Did anybody else hear that? Or was that just me? Oh. So, funny. Streamlabs played it again for me, just not you guys. And, it played the song that I updated to be my donation sound that doesn't actually play for everybody else, but it's somehow played for me, which means it does recognize that I've changed it. It's just never actually cared, apparently. Today's stream is really fucking weird. I don't know, man. I'm starting to lose my shit. Oh, wow. Oh my god, there's so many people talking right now. It is, like, moving so fast. Holy shit, I can barely keep up with it, and it's 9 people. Oh god, I'm so glad I'm not famous.
More going on in our chat. It's great.
I am so glad I'm not fucking famous right now. YouTube.com/what? This is for you Canadians, written by a very good friend of mine. You'll like it. Okay, I will click on it after the stream, and everybody in my chat, please, for the love of God, click on it after we're done streaming, because if my viewer count goes down, and it's your fault, Roots, I'm gonna be so very disappointed.
TC, thanks a lot. I'm going to have that going through my head all night now. Betcher.
Fuck. And I'm not a boomer. I'm
Mushroom.
blind. Which I suppose can be confused for boomer, because we suddenly lose the ability to use technology efficiently without loads of hours of practice. You guys have no idea how much I practice to do this shit. You have no idea.
Millennials can't use technology anymore. The boomers, they're just more arrogant about it all.
Well, obviously. Because, I mean, I don't even have a fucking explanation for that. It's just... What are people doing now? What? Why? The fuck is going on?
Nothing. I'm just remembering stuff I used to do back in the day. I
Blind
used to
girl
spam Monkey's chat with that.
is not a boomer. Thank you, Big Dro. And yes, I agree. That is disgusting. What the fuck?
Yes. You should hang your head in shame, Jen.
No, I used to spam.
I didn't
Monkey's
say you
chat
had
with
to, I
that.
just said you should.
Yeah, but I'm not going to. See, Red gets me. She's like, see, I've got a. She's got a pound dick.
Alright.
No, that's a Euro dick.
Euro dick.
Yeah, so in other words, it's basically a false dick.
What do you mean F? F for
It's a
what?
it's a tranny dick.
No, TC. Bad. Bad, TC. Bad. You're banned from the show. My labs doesn't work? Uh-oh.
It could be worse. It could be doing.
Well, we
other
just
stuff.
mentioned that to you.
And Blind Girl, it could be worse. The chat could be doing that other song.
Do. Air horn. Do.
Big
Yeah.
underscore donated $3
Means
Ho
the-
ho 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 ho.
It's not
What
Christmas.
the hell?
It's not Christmas.
The hell was that? It sounded like Pac-Man.
That
Yeah,
would
it was
be...
like, come.
That would be my Streamlabs. Okay, so my Streamlabs is coming off twice. So all here's ho 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 ho. I'm like, why is it going off twice? Why?
Oh,
It only needs to go off
no.
once. Yeah, it's
I
supposed
thought
to
it
be a
was the other
ho.
one.
See, it's either going
I
off
heard it was
twice
another one.
or not going off at all. I don't understand any of this shit.
Well, the only thing you need to understand, Blind Girl, is mana.
No.
Ma.
Mana.
Ma.
Mana.
Staying out of this one.
You should. Good idea. How's your pants?
Folded. I'm putting
Yeah.
them away now.
Oh,
Yeah, chuck a bit of word of advice.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen of the chat. While y'all been doing this, while everybody's doing this, I've been doing laundry.
You know, credible threat, ever since that one guy on the Twitter was convinced that women get off on riding horses and motorcycles and stuff, I feel like that song has new meaning.
well, I mean, they
Sure,
can.
some women do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know they can. It's not something that just happens, you know?
Does to some women.
All those women are hot to trot.
Yeah.
Wait. Michigan got hit with a tornado too?
Well, considering the difference between Michigan and Canada is a mile.
That's some long ass tornado alley going on here. Michigan all the way up to Ottawa and Toronto's and the surrounding area in Quebec. Like, damn, that's a long span, you know what I'm saying? But Michigan has declared a state of emergency. Anybody checking his Green Thunder? Oh wait, yes, I talked to him the other day. It's fun.
Yeah, it's probably green farted. Elowen's putting some hints in the chat there. Yes, I bet Jen used to sit in the washing machine when it had a heavy load.
What? Oh,
Gross.
I'm never taking a plane again.
What?
Oh, it's American news at least.
Lucky Charms donation. Do. Mana do.
I gotta hear this twice! Stop it! Oh, I'm okay, Cat. It's fine. I'm not gonna have a heart attack. It's good. Okay, so airlines are struggling to find pilots, so they've considered lowering the requirements for new hires.
Mana.
Children.
You got paid for it.
Okay, yeah, well, yeah, but it just... It makes me all prickly.
Aww.
Prickles.
It gets me hyper, I'm not gonna lie. It just gets me hyper. That's all it does.
That's on my OCD. So, airlines that are struggling to find pilots have considered lowering the requirements for new pilots.
Yeah, because that's not going to end in disaster. Is it?
Right? I'm never getting on a fucking plane again. Oh my
There's a
god.
thing about that. There's a thing about that. When it comes to airline pilots, the airlines can only lower their standards so much because the question would be is how much stricter than the rules are the FAA to have pilot's license.
Different grade of pilot licenses, aren't there?
I mean, this is all their fault.
and commercial.
They could have just not fired the ones that wouldn't take the coof shot.
Yeah, well, that's a whole different story. But live and learn now. They're playing damage control.
Well, this isn't playing it very well because right now I'm like, dude. I want you to have like the highest of the highest requirements for some fucking asshole flying a plane. Because you want to know what happens when people don't know how to fly planes? 9/11.
No, let's be fair. When it comes to a lot of people who don't know how to fly a plane, at least it won't be your problem for very long, will it?
True. I mean, we never know. Maybe 9/11 was just pilots in training that fucked up, you know?
That's a strong possibility.
They're like, aloha, where's the snack bar? They're from Hawaii. What?
Wow.
There were pilots from Hawaii, and they just wanted to know where the snacks were. They're diabetic, and they had a low blood sugar, and that's what happened.
Wow.
And so they just...
I wouldn't even go with that.
I have lost
Hey guys,
all
it's Victoria
respect
Day.
for you, blind girl.
How are you doing?
I've lost all respect for you.
Aloha!
See, that doesn't quite work because then the one plane would have hit both buildings. It wouldn't have just been like, oh, I'm aiming for one building. It would have ping-ponged off of them because it would have been pure confusion. Like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to go this way. Oh shit, there's another building.
Well, maybe there was a very large fat
No.
man, and
Went
so
there,
it was
so
hard to
you know.
move the plane.
That would have been that.
I know why it
So
would.
this was a nice
I
show
just
while
don't-
it lasted.
Yeah.
I know it doesn't work like that. I mean, I took it to like cartoon levels, so I'm sorry.
Ladies and
9/11
gentlemen,
victims.
we hope you enjoyed the final show on YouTube.
I don't give a shit about the living people, but to the dead people, I'm sorry for making a joke. I mean, if you heard that and you laughed, though, I mean, you know.
Hold on, you don't give a shit about the living people, but you care about the people who don't care that you care about them.
No, the
because
living
they're
people
dead.
I don't give a shit about. The dead people are dead. I mean, like, they're the ones who are like, yeah, well, I died from that shit.
They're not like anything because they're dead.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not like anything.
Yeah. Should still respect the dead, though.
Right, Ozzy?
Why?
Should we respect the dead? No?
Why should
try
you
to.
respect? Why should you respect the dead? They
Because
failed.
someday I will be one, and I know how I respected myself. I tried
No.
to respect the dead.
They failed. They're dead.
Aw, but everybody's gonna fail then. We all fail, kids.
Potentially, you may never fail.
Well, Jen, there was this one guy
There's the
about
one who's
2,000
never
years
died.
ago.
Yeah, he passed.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah,
I
that's
wasn't
it.
meaning to go weird there. I'm just saying everybody
Well,
dies.
you did. You went weird.
Well, wait, no. Actually,
Even for us.
he cheated because technically he failed, but then he was brought back to life, so...
No, I think he's on about the other guy,
Oh.
Methuselah.
So the question is, BG, is when he was in that cave, was he sitting there? How can you see into my
Ah,
eyes?
Jesus fucking Christ, no! Ladies and gentlemen
No.
of the stream, it has been a fucking pleasure. We
No,
should end it
I'll
here
just
before
go-
it goes to more retarded levels, because I swear to God, no.
Actually,
I can tell you-
Trucker,
I can
he
tell
was
you
sitting.
what
He was sitting
song
in
he
that
was singing.
cave. He was
He was
sitting in
singing
that
Gudabada.
cave. He was sitting in that cave, and he was counting the animals that were running past him. He was going badger, 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 badger.
Mushroom, mushroom, mushroom. But he was also singing Phenomena.
Do.
Do 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 do. Do do do.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen of the stream, it has been a fucking pleasure. Well, I ran out of news, which means it's just gonna be more of this shit. So, thank you for giving me your money. Thank you for listening to this snot. New person, please come back Wednesday, because you're cool. And I like people. Just because, you
If
know...
this channel still exists.
Yeah, like you've got a channel left.
Hey, we had some people watching us, and I know there's only like 4 of us in this chat, so that by default.
The 3 people there.
Yeah, and for the love of God, be good people, stop killing babies.
But
And honestly,
unfortunately,
I don't care.
all the,
If
peop- all
you
the
only
people
get like
in the
7
chat,
people and they're our friends, that's cool too.
unfortunately, all the people in the chat are sock puppets of credible threat.
Oh, we didn't do outro. Or have we done that yet?
I'm doing
We're still
that
talking
right
in the chat.
now.